Guys, it's me, Sayvion-McKenzie here. Just deciding to do a questionnaire about my life and about my career. A lot of you all do know what it is that I do, but I don't think they know to an extent of what I bring to the table. So this is just a little something that I'm deciding to do with no interviewer, nobody here, just me, myself, the lighting and the camera. A lot of you all have sent in some questions that I have been ignoring, but it's not for me just ignoring your question, just blowing it off. I've been so busy. So now, since I have some downtime, I really want to express to people that really have an interest in what I do and let them know, what it's about, what I'm about, and hopefully I can inspire someone, if not teach someone how they can start their own. So this is just a small little questionnaire segment that I'm doing about me. I started modeling when I was 15 years old. That's when I became interested in it. I was diagnosed with autoimmune pancreatitis when I was in the 3rd grade. So being on a lot of different medication had caused me to blow up and to gain all this weight. Never a day in my life have I decided to model then or to even think close to doing anything than what I'm doing now. My career path was mainly down that doctor, psychiatrist level, because I was always talking to someone and always helping someone out with their problems. So I just figured that would be something that I would go to school for, and it's not what I decided to do in life, which is shocking because it switched really fast. Once I lost the weight, I think when I lost the weight, that's when I decided to get into modeling. And my very first photo shoot was done by my best friend in high school, Tabitha. And I remember going with her, and she purchased her very first professional camera. And I remember her telling me, like, what are we gonna do with it? And I was just like, well, let's do a photo shoot. In the back of my mind, I was already deciding, going, yeah, I should get this camera, I'm gonna have her do all my photo shoots. But it was just us going to purchase a camera and then immediately going into shooting, like maybe a couple of hours after she purchased it. And I remember my very first shoot being with a model now, Tiana, and it was just extremely wonderful. We put on bathing suits and we painted names on our bodies that described us. And that was our very first photo shoot, shooting by the pool, shooting by an old-fashioned car. We really didn't know what we were doing, but just the whole simple fact that we had that urge for modeling, we just went forth and just started shooting everything, this, and was shooting every day, down to a homeless shoot, down to me doing a jean spread in a river, which I never thought a day in my life I would ever do. But that's when I gained the interest, right around that 15-16 level, and I just said, I really want to take it to the next level as far as my career. Taking it to the next level, I've started doing a whole lot of fashion shows. I was doing print work. I was constantly on the go when it came down to like fashion shows and print work. And after a while, I want to say probably when I turned 20, I believe 2021 was when I decided to start working behind the scenes. The reason being is I honestly got tired of being in front of the camera. It's fun at first, but at the same time, it's business, and you have to please these clients the best way that you know how. You cannot get in there. It's, all fun and games are left at the door before you walk through it. You are strictly business. So I just became that type of person that was just extremely tired of being in front of the camera. So I said, let me step behind the scenes. And now that's how I was able to create the Sayvion-McKenzie label and McKenzie & Company, just by watching everything based off what go on backstage, from your assistants to your makeup artists to your photographers to your fashion stylists to your set producers to your set designers. There's so much that you can do behind the scenes that people do not know of, and that we're not actually given the knowledge to know about unless we want to push forth out there that this is something that we want to do. How do we learn about A, B, C, and D as far as the whole Backstage career? Backstage is extremely fun. It's hectic. It is mind consuming, and you do tend to get a little anxious. You do get, your attitudes are basically A through Z because you don't know what to expect or what to do. If there's a model that's missing out of place, you have to find her. If lighting is not correct on stage, you have to fix that. If your DJ for the evening is playing the wrong song, you have to be on it. Everything is like you're on it because you're live. Everything's happening now. If you're performing or walking in front of 300 to 500 people to 1,000 people, you have to be able to fix it on key. Boom, boom, boom. So me learning and deciding to do my very, very first show alone, I was extremely scared. I remember doing my first show with designs from Rue 21, and I planned the whole entire show by myself. I actually did a show planned as a layout to be done outside. And I remember rehearsing with every model, doing fittings, deciding on hair and makeup, the music, the runway formations, and just, taking the time to actually think and add in pure on details, because this is an event that's going on outside. You have to be prepared for whatever happens. And I was prepared for everything except for what I was not prepared for was the weather. I never expected it to rain, sleet, snow. I never thought about the rain, I never thought about the sun, I never thought about the wind, and that was something that was extremely important. 2 days before the actual day of the fashion show, I just froze. I remember looking at the weather report and it's saying that it is a 100% chance of rain. What am I gonna do is immediately what popped in my head, like, oh my god, I have all these people coming, I have different sponsors, and it's just like, this event is planned outside. What am I going to do if I cannot execute this whole event being done outside? And I remember talking to the pastor of my church, Pastor Coppage of Fellowship of Praise Church of God, and I just told him, I said, I have this fashion event going on. I do not have time to find a location. There is no funding for the location, and I need to know if I could use our back fellowship hall. And he told me absolutely. I got every model together 2 days before and we planned the whole entire show, from the music to the formations to wardrobe. Everything was immediately changed in those 2 days. I had to operate lighting by myself, operate the music by myself, operate when the models were supposed to go, and the MC. And for that being my first event, make a long story short, it really was successful. I had over 120 or 130 people show up to the event, where I had people actually there standing. I did not expect that huge crowd, and for that fashion show being my very, very first one, and for me to have every seat taken, I felt accomplished. I felt like, okay, so I can handle this. So that breaking point for me ended up making my whole career, and I'm so appreciative, and I thank God for every blessing that He has given me so far, and He's continuing to bless me each and every day. So that is a little bit about how I got started. Right now, I am a professional makeup artist. Many of you, I don't think, know that I am a professional makeup artist. I have not advertised as much as how I've done with my modeling. I am trying to get better on that. I actually am now working with a team that's getting me to that point, getting me to that level. I appreciate every client that I've had so far since I started doing makeup. I want to say around September, October of 2014. And so far I have had over 40 clients. So I do thank God for those clients. I've had a couple redos over and over again where I have the same client come back like 3-4 times. So I do thank God for that. And I'm taking makeup to the next level. Like, I've executed everything that's done backstage. Now let's move on to something bigger and better. And I was just attracted by makeup. My sister you know, she does makeup all the time. She does it every single day. She does it professionally as well. And just watching my sister Imani, and it's like, I want to learn how to do that, because she started doing my faces for my fashion shows and started just making sure that I was together as far as when I was getting ready to walk out there. So I talked with her about it, and I did some training under her, and I practiced on my mom. She was my guinea pig, and from that point on, I have been really successful in what I do, and I just thank God. A friend of mine, Molly, model that you all know, said that I had the hands of an angel, that I had the blessed hands. And I don't take well compliments. I've never been that type of person that wanted to be placed in front of the camera. It was always about me. It was always about this. I don't know how to accept well compliments, so I am appreciative. If anybody compliment me and I just say thank you and I'm smiling, please know that I mean it from the bottom of my heart, and I'm so thankful for you all. It's just, I don't know how to accept it yet, because I feel like I'm here for a purpose, so no need to thank me. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity of allowing me to bless you any way possible. So to those that I have worked out there in the past with, and to those that I will work with in the near future, I thank you in advance. I thank you all from that has had me on your side in the past. I really do thank you. I thank everybody that has supported me, everybody that has liked my pictures, booked me for different events, referred me to someone, even messaged me and tell me they hope I'm having a beautiful day. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I do not take anything that you give me for granted. You all are absolutely amazing, and my makeup line that I have coming out, I do have 8 different eyeshadows that's releasing in June. I did have the date for July 2015, but I've decided to push it up to June. I'm just that anxious to get it out there. And I'm just like, okay, I really want, you know, my clients and my newcomers and people that's into makeup, or know somebody that's into makeup, to purchase my items and run with it and just let it take you wherever it leads you. And with this eyeshadow palette that I'm releasing now, it's like, I think I made the right decision. I've actually taken the time to actually decide on the colors. My colors had changed, like I promised you, like 4 to 5 different times, and I was just like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to push it out to July. I'm not going to be able to push it out to July. I feel like I'm going to run over and it releases later, and it's going to mess up my other releases. So I just said, you know what, let me calm down. Let me take time to actually go through this makeup and actually see what it is that I want to do. And all of my colors came together, and I thank God for it. And I'm really excited for each and every one of you all to actually purchase my items. Fellas, if you want to purchase it for your girls, or if you know someone, hey, don't hesitate to order it. So I am excited to be a newcomer in makeup and to actually have a line that comes out, the Sayvion-McKenzie label. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where it goes. My contour palette releases in September, around the fall, September, so I'm excited about that. My brushes, you know, they're soon to arrive, so I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful and thankful for where God is leading me, and I don't know, I'm just a ball full of energy right now. So I thank you all for your support again. Well, I guess we can get into these questions now that you all have sent me. We're gonna see what questions we got going on. I have not looked at them, so bear with me if I pause a little bit in a question. I have not read these questions at all, so me reading them from my phone to the camera, I just pray to God that everything's good. The first question is, as a highly demanded makeup artist, are there any celebrities whom you would like to work with that you haven't as of yet? Clients that I would like to work with, I'm a big fan of Mary. I feel like they have the most gorgeous skin out there. There are two beautiful sisters that I admire so much. Mary would be a group, or I should say a duo, that I would love to work with. Gosh, I honestly can see myself doing things for the Braxtons, any sister, even down to their mom. They are really gorgeous. Yolanda Adams, Michelle Obama, if possible. Kerry Washington, Kate Moss. There are a lot. There are a lot of celebrities that I would like to work with. But as of right now, my main goal, I honestly would love to do makeup for Mary. I find them to be so attractive. They, even watching some of their makeup looks now and what they do, I would love to see them take it up to the next level. So I would honestly say, out of everybody, Mary would be somebody that I would love to work with. Our next question is, the one luxury item you're dying to splurge on is. Luxury item. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I know a couple people expect me to say like a duffel bag or a messenger bag, but I have those. I can deal with one more, but that's not a luxury item that I would want. That I want to splurge on. A luxury item to me that's luxury that you all may not see as a luxury item, but to me it's a luxury item. I would love to give back to my community. I would really want to give back to my community. That would be a luxury item for me. Giving back and just going door to door, or even shutting down a couple of blocks and put on this big old extravaganza for my community would be something that I would want to do, and something that would be my luxury item. So that would be luxury for me. Next question. Every woman/man should own what beauty products? Males. Let me speak to the males first, because I'm always talking to the females. Let me talk to the males. Males, a good moisturizer. A good moisturizer is something that you should want to use, whether it's any brand. Any brand that works well with your skin tone is going to work absolutely tremendously. A good moisturizer, a good facial cleanser. Because yes, girls are always into the whole face mask and stuff like that, but it's not just a girl thing. Guys can get in it too, especially if you're the type of male that you deal with electronics, or you deal with cars, you're dealing with computers, you're dealing with public cleaning, you're dealing in the office. Any job that you may have, your skin is dealing with harsh chemicals wherever you go. So when you come home, just to wash your face, put on your mask, take it off, and put moisturizer on, you're doing great justice to your skin. You're keeping 10 years off of however old you are. So a good moisturizer is something good to always have as far as a male, and moisturizer for your lips as well. For girls, the ladies, a good product to have, I would say, is a moisturizer and a translucent powder. One that is your skin tone. Because a lot of you all do not want to pack down foundations and pack down all kind of things on your face. So if you do a good moisturizer, a good facial cleanser, and you do a pressed powder just to brush over your face, a mineral, a mineral pressed powder, one that you can just brush over, that just gives you that natural glow when you're on the move. Those are two. Those are some products that you can look into, as well as for guys, not the moisturizers and the face mask and everything like that. So guys can take care of their skin too, just like girls. And I'm telling you, you'll feel better about yourself. Trust me. What is the biggest challenge makeup artists have to face? What are the biggest makeup challenges? I'm not picking on whoever said this. I promise I'm not. I'm just confused at what you're asking me. What are the biggest challenge makeup artists have to face? I think you are asking me what are the biggest makeup artists. What are the biggest makeup artists that I don't know. I'm sorry. Please resubmit that question if you possibly can, or because it's two questions in one. I apologize. I'm not laughing at you for sending me the question. I'm laughing at it. I'm sorry. Okay, my next question is, if a customer asks for a style that you are sure would not suit them, how do you convince the customer to go otherwise? Honestly, that's pretty hard, only due to the simple fact that majority of customers already have an ideal look that they have set in mind. It's all about the way you go about it. If you automatically are on the defense mode, like, no, this is not going to work for you because this is not going to work because her eye shape is this and your eye shape is that, that's not going to work and you're going to lose trust in your client. Your best thing to do is offer something around it, as well as making sure that you give them a little bit of a resemblance of what they can see in that style. Everything is possible. It's just all about how you go about making it work. If a client comes to me and says she wants to look like Khloe Kardashian from a Lakers game or whatever type of game, and I'm looking at her face and it's like, well, I don't know how that's going to work, go with the same colors that's like in that family, because it may just be a different color that's, you know, that's in that family of the color that she wants that works better with her skin tone. So it's all about, again, knowing your client and letting them, giving them the trust, and you actually showing that you really, really care about their look. Another question that I have is, how do you prepare dry and oily skin for foundation and makeup applications? Dry skin, let me say this. As far as every foundation that I use, I always put a skin moisturizer with it, no matter what. Because I believe in it does not take a whole lot of foundation to make somebody look extremely glamorous. I believe in people having that natural skin. What should be glammed the most is your eyeshadow makeup, your lip, and highlighting under your eye and lashes. That is what gives you the dramatic effect. All of the caked up foundation is unnecessary to me. I mix my foundations with the moisturizer. I've always done that. It gives you that natural look, it gives you that natural glow, and you can go about your business, set it with a pressed powder, and you're off. You're good to go. So as far as, it works for both dry skin and oily skin, believe it or not. But as far as my oily skin, basically what I do is I'll just, like how you always do every client, it's just to sanitize their face, get the oils that they have out of their skin now. Set your moisturizer, put the foundation on, put the pressed powder, set it, forget it. You're fine, you're good to go. Two more questions and then I can wrap it up. The question is, if you had one fashion regret, what would it be? A fashion regret would possibly have to be being styled by someone that I think really did not know what they were doing. I won't mention this person's name by far. I just recently seen these pictures on a blog and mouth just dropped, and I was like, are you kidding me? And honestly, I looked at the percentage and people actually liked the look, but it was horrible for me. I think that was in my stage of when I was like really skinny. And I had this black tank top on with this shirt tied around the waist, and just the pants and the shoes and the big necklace around my neck and the big hat. It was too much. I looked like a thugged out version of Prince. I lie to you not. Out of every fashion moment that I've had, I regret that one the most. And I think it honestly because it was my birthday, and I think I just wanted to get out and celebrate. I believe it was my birthday. Yeah, I honestly think it was my birthday, and if it wasn't, I treat every day like it's my birthday, so I don't even know if it was my birthday or not, or were we just hanging out or not. But I just remember this look, and my cousin had sent it to me, and I was just like, "Girl, where you find these pictures?" And just did not work for me. That look did not work for me. It still does not work for me now. I don't see how it ever worked for anybody in fashion. That's just something that I regret. A little private moment to myself. The last question. What goals do I have for the next 2 years? The goals that I have for the next 2 years is, for one, to make sure that I continue on a great path with God. I know without Him, I don't know how I would have made it through a lot that I've been through. So I have to give 100% to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because what would you do without Him? Because when you don't have no one else, all you have is yourself and God. So He's your biggest support system, the biggest one you're going to ever have. Anything that you want and ask for, He'll give to you. You just have to have faith, and you just can't say I have faith and not do anything, because faith without works is completely dead. Start going forth in what you're doing. If you say, God, I want you to bless me with a bigger house, start taking care of the one that you're in now, because God is not going to bless mess. I learned that early on in life. He is not going to bless no mess. If you're asking for a new home and the one you're in now you don't take care of, you are not going to be blessed with that home when you're not taking care of the things that you have to take care of at home. So a better walk with God, continuing a great walk with God. To hopefully have a very, very large collection of the Sayvion-McKenzie label, the makeup line. To honestly help a lot of people that really want to go in the same profession, whether it's modeling, makeup, photography, production, setting. I want to be able to help teach and train them the way I was taught, the professional way in getting stuff done. I really think that this industry is something that a lot of people can get into, and now is the time to really get into it, because the front doors are open. The industry doors are not as closed tight as how they used to be. You have overnight sensations, you have hour sensations, 30-minute sensations. Everything is always happening all the time. So the industry has allowed that door to open. You just have to walk through the front door and know what you are doing. So if anything in the next 2 years was just to be a better person, to have, to expand larger, to hopefully have this big mogul brand that would just a lot of people will fall in love with. Male, female, boy, girl, who knows? And I've always had something to come. That hasn't stopped. My 2015 year has been planned 2014. I'm on 2016 now, so you never know what happens. And for everyone out there, please know that you can contact me. You can talk to me. I am a message away, an Instagram away, a tweet away, an email away. That's, I'm there. I want to be able to chat and talk with everyone if I possibly can. And if I can't, of course I'm going to get back with you. But Yeah, I believe that the world will do a 360 in a good way, and I'm excited to see what everybody has to bring to the table. So, in the next 2 years, I want to see what someone else is going to bring. So I'm excited. But if that's it, those are the questions that I have for today. Stay positive, be yourself, go forth with whatever it is that you want to do in life. Do not hesitate on whatever you're doing because you never know what could happen in that moment. If you want to do makeup and you do yourself and you post pictures and you all of a sudden get all these likes and these contacts, go forward with what you know and just have that faith and move. So thank you all for allowing me to take up a little bit of your time to tell you about myself and to answer these questions for you all. I really am appreciative. But you all have a wonderful day. Be blessed, and don't forget my makeup, 8 different shadows, coming in June. So be prepared for it. Love y'all.